Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to a very cold, very rainy day. We tried to shoot a little earlier so it would be as cold, but it's raining, so it's still cold. But anyway, last week we did a couple of sandwich pours. The first one was for a transparent base coat blowout, and then that one had a lot of cells, and I decided I wanted to do it again, but without the chrome acryl white, which I thought made a lot of cells. So last time in that painting Sunrise, I used my Amsterdam titanium white, and I still got cells, but I got 10 million gold cells. But that's because I was using DecoArt 24 karat gold, which I should have expected. So tonight we are going the opposite end of the spectrum. I've taken out the 24 karat gold and I've thickened up my pouring medium. And so all my paints are a little bit thicker, so I'm hoping we won't get as much selling. So this is playing with consistency to see how it affects the pour that you're going to do. So this one is a 24 by 30 inch gallery wrap canvas from Artist Loft. I have taped and pinned the back, and I have painted my sides and edges with one of my colors. Let me show you the colors because they are so pretty. First one we're using is Golden's Turquoise Pthalo, a favorite of mine. Happiness in a cup. I love this color. It always makes me happy. So this is our Golden's Turquoise Pthalo. See, and it's leaving a mound on a mound before it sinks into itself, so this is significantly thicker than we had been using the last few pours. This one is Amsterdam Bronze, which I love. Very, very reminiscent of Golden's Copper. Gorgeous color, and I love what this does when it's dry. It's so shimmery and just absolutely beautiful. So I'm hoping that really comes through, and since that doesn't sell up as much as the Deco 24 karat gold, I think we'll be okay. This one I think is a combination of Prussian and Paynes. It might be Paynes, I'm not sure. But a very, very pretty deep color, and I love what this does in sandwich pours because it creates that sort of smoky vibe, and then you get these little like lacing effects of the darker color on top of the white, and it's just really, really beautiful. Okay, this one, don't faint. This is Amsterdam Pearl Green and Pearl Blue combined to make a Pearl Turquoise. So it's not my Pearl Yellow. This one and this one. Let's see. Let me see the little, there we go, the little dots. So that's the Pearl Green, that's the Pearl Blue, and I've combined them to make what I hope is a Pearl Turquoise. So this should be really cool. I'm excited about it. Let's get going. So, and I also have here, we are back to chrome acryl again because I'm out of the Amsterdam titanium white. We have chrome acryl white mixed up with my Golden's heavy gel gloss and Floetrol and water. Nice and thick, leaving a little mound on a mound before it sinks into itself. Okay, so that's our white. So let's layer some cups. I have 2 cups here that are 16 ounces. That needs about 30 ounces of paint, so we're good. The other thing that I'm changing, in addition to the thickness of the paint and taking out the selling gold, is that I'm only going to do 2 layers of colors instead of 3 because I want more of that pale pastel-y white sandwich pour rather than so much color. So, and I think putting 3 layers was giving me a little more color than I wanted, so we're going to go with 2. So here's a layer of white. The first layer, we're going to kind of put a little bit more in. Okay. Let's see. Since these are thicker, they should be easier to drizzle. In the last video, I showed you how I put them in the little Dixie cups, and that worked really well. And the paint was thinner, but it's thicker now. See, so it's just sitting on the surface. That's good. I also may not put as much paint in each layer so that we get more of that effect of the white. A little bit of bronze. Go with some Paynes Grey now. Some of that Pearl Turquoise. And I have a lot of that because I really want that to show up. Okay. Do another layer of white on top of that. Okay. Let's see that again. By Turquoise Pthalo. Bronze. Paynes. Pearl. Pearl Turquoise. So we'll just have a thin layer of white on the side. Isn't it amazing how much paint you can fit in a cup each way?
Darling, you can fit every bit there is.
Okay. The other thing that I'm going to do differently is instead of it pouring into a puddle of gold or flipping them into a puddle of gold like I like to do, I'm just going to put down some white. Hello, Gail. Joke's on you. We're not pouring, we're flipping. Okay. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Aye, lass, that I am.
Here we go. Woo! She's pretty already. Yay! I love it. I love that blending that happens. That's so cool. Okay. Just a few magic taps. And we might actually move around just a little bit with this rather than just picking it straight up. Ready, darling?
Yes, ma'am.
So instead of lipping it like I did last time, we just moved around a little bit more. Okay, that's cool. And let's put this one right over here. Keep your elbow tucked, and you're just gonna flip your wrist. Are you ready, husband of ours?
Yes, my love.
Here we go. Okay. Very cool. This is so pretty in there with those little swaths. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. I'm happy. Ready, honey?
Uh-huh.
Here we go. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. I love that. Okay, that's really pretty too. Pins in there. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna go around this with some white, and I have another tub of white standing by. So much for not as many cells.
Oh.
Okay, so I love everything is happening. The only thing that I don't like is right here in the middle where there's this kind of solid line. Now we will probably take care of that tilting. I'm kind of tempted to stick my finger through it just to give it some different composition, but because we are going to be tilting it, whatever I did would probably not stay anyway. So we're going to go with the flow, trust the process. Let's move some paint around. Let's dance, baby. Okay. I'm going to find the way to the paint. This is very silly. Okay, I give up. All right. Okay. Come back to the center. I'm going to go off of this side now.
Well, when you flicked the cup over, it was, I don't want to say violent, but it was certainly jarring, so it might have created some bubbles.
Well, I think how I moved the cup around a little bit and had it be kind of like a grenade pour, that probably contributed to the selling, because that's doing like what an open cup does.
I love the cells.
I know. I was trying not to get as many. But I think this is going to be beautiful anyway. Yes. Okay, now I don't really want to lose that part at the bottom. where the bronze is. But we've got all of this paint here. Let's move it down a little bit. I'm not sure. Okay, we might lose some of it. That's okay. Because our paint is thick, I'd rather not leave a lot on there. So it's moving quickly, that's okay. I'll take a little bit off and tilt it until it's not moving quite so fast. So that line that I was talking about is not a straight line anymore. However, I would like to change it up a little bit. I think we're going to try to take some of it off this corner just to get it to that line to move. Let's see if it starts moving. Where's the weight of the paint? Okay. Take it over this way. And then we're going to take it down a little bit. There we go. And take it off the bottom. Actually, I'm going to take some of this off because there's a lot of white right there. Okay, that's cool. Now we need to fix that corner. And now we're going the other way. Okay. Okay, I think that looks cool. What do you think, HOA?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, let me wipe my hands off and then we'll look at it. This. Alright, so a few things, some observations. I love that line, that darker Prussian in there with the turquoise, making that very distinct vein of color. Is just so pretty. This is beautiful where the Paynes is in there with the turquoise. I love just the hints of bronze that I'm seeing. I see some bronze cells popping up, which is awesome. I really like the composition. There's a lot of motion in here. Very fluid, very soft. Could be clouds, could be agate. But it's very cool. So I'm very happy with this. Still getting a million cells. Even with thicker paint, it's probably the technique. Probably because the flip cup, because I lifted it just a little bit and then I let it come out like a grenade. So the edge of the cup kind of acted like an open cup did and gave us more cells. I know most people are trying to get cells. I'm trying to not get as many cells, but I still think this is beautiful and I will show you guys when it is dry. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll be right back with dried results. Hoping it dries because it's going to keep raining, but that's okay. Anyway, we'll be right back. Okay, so this is a couple of days later, and it did dry miraculously, even with all that rain. Very happy with this one. I think it turned out really, really pretty. Very calm, very peaceful, lots of tranquility. The thicker consistency paint did not give us no cells, but what it did do was keep our cell structure intact. So they didn't spread and spread and spread and keep growing. They stayed that nice small size that I'm okay with, that I really like. Very pretty. I love how the Paynes Grey creates those beautiful depth and those like shadows that make it look very three-dimensional. The bronze in here is very subtle. I do see streaks of it. It's not very loud and in your face. Definitely not like the gold cells in the last video. But this is very, very pretty. I do really like this a lot. I love, there is some bling on those bronzy cells. I don't know if you guys can see it, if the camera's picking it up or not. But very cool stuff. Very soft. Very delicate. I love this section over here on this edge. Is really, really pretty. With that darker Paynes where it like blends into the Prussian, and then there's some bronze in there. The only thing that's a little bit disappointing about this one, in my opinion, is that that Pearl Turquoise color did not show up. And that's probably my fault because I layered it next to the white, and we had so much white in this cup. So if I was going to do that again, I would probably layer the Pearl Turquoise in between the two darkest colors, in between the Prussian blue and the turquoise, and it might have had more of a chance at showing up. As you see, the bronze was there, and it's very minimal, but it is very pretty. I see it kind of like streaks floating around. It just adds a little bit more depth and a little bit more to the composition, I think. I think this one's really, really pretty though, and I'm very, very happy with it. Kind of reminds me of like moonbeams and stardust or something like that. I'm very happy today because it's not raining. Yay, it rained the entire week and I felt like that cat that's in a bathtub. Anyways, this was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a little bit more insight into how the thicker consistency can change your composition and how you can use that information to your benefit by making things happen, by knowing what consistency is going to do what. So if we had had a thinner consistency, all the cells that are here would probably be 3 times the size that they are now. But because the paint was thicker, it kept our cell structure, it kept our composition intact. Those colors are glorious and beautiful. Sorry, there's like every truck in the world going by right now. But really, really cool stuff and lots of fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave me a like, leave me a comment. I love to talk to you guys. And please make sure you're subscribed. If you can, as always, sharing the video helps me so much and I really appreciate it. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here with us. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and you enjoy the sunshine. And we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.